Ronan Lyons, I'm an economist, worked for IBM previously, did some work for Daft.ie, the property website as well, and before that I was in the public sector in Ireland. Well, the Irish economy actually faces four big problems at the moment. The first is the banking crisis. A lot of our banks are in trouble, need government support. The second is the property market, over-construction in the property market, quite related to the banking crisis actually. That will take a few years to sort out. The third is the government budget. There's a shortfall of about 25 billion euro this year in terms of tax revenues compared to what they thought they were going to get. And the last is unemployment. Unemployment has soared from maybe only 250,000 up to above 400,000 in terms of those signing on. Well, the government is going to have to increase or certainly change the structure of the tax system, probably introduce a carbon tax, a property tax, probably have to work with the income tax rates as well. It's also going to have to cut out public expenditure. It's going to have to see what return it's getting on some of its expenditure, be it on civil servants or in education or in health. Or in transfers from wealthy to poor households. But it's going to have to both increase taxes and also reduce its spending. It's quite difficult from a borrowing perspective. It's quite difficult because we are in a deflationary episode at the moment where costs are falling about 5% year on year. So even if interest rates are low, real interest rates are quite high. Real interest rates are probably higher than at any point in the last 15, 16 years. So that makes it, certainly from a household perspective, it makes it very difficult to countenance borrowing if borrowing's never been more expensive over the last 15 years. From a firm perspective, if they can think perhaps in terms of the nominal figures, the low interest rates, if they can get access to the funds, if the European Investment Bank funds are coming through the banks to small and medium business, that's really where the engine of growth, kind of the broad growth is going to be for the Irish economy. If you're a small, agile business, the opportunities presented by technology generally in terms of managing HR or how you sell or whether you translate your website or whatever it might be, but also in terms of marketing, if you look at Facebook and in particular Twitter. Twitter allows a kind of the range of one-to-one communication, a personal relationship with the brand. Those are the kinds of things, and you look at the most popular Irish brands on Twitter, they're not all large companies. They're small companies as well as some large companies. And they're people who are able to manage, companies that are able to manage the relationship with their customers, with the different sets of customers.